Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to JTH Construction Studio. Once again tonight, we have a full house of lovely ladies. So, anything to make this look better, and that's what we're shooting for. All right, before I get to the ladies, we were going to pay some bills with sponsors. Once again, we are live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe at 765-913-8599 for all your construction needs. American Basement Solution, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr. I know he loves it when it rains. He says pennies from heaven. 1-877-409-2837. Get a hold of Larry for all your foundation and basement needs. Bathroom Real Estate with Terisa Messmer, and I have to do this nice because she is literally right there. Get a hold of Teresa for all your real estate needs. 765-341-8911. Good evening, Mike. Wellspring, that's Mr. Bob Goodrum's group. 765-346-6661. They handle a lot of the homeless situation in town. Stid's Comfort System. And it's not cold in here.
It's not bad.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Caleb Stid's Comfort Systems. Right there, the ductless unit. Give Caleb a call. 765-346-0195. There's Angie Turley. How's Angie Turley?
She's one.
That's a gorgeous picture she posted. Did you see that fan picture she posted last night? Wasn't that amazing? Yes. I'm jealous. I can't take
She's also on my board.
Is she?
Yes.
Is she on the board?
She's a treasurer.
Why isn't she not here?
Oh, because she's busy.
When is she not busy? I don't even know if she sleeps.
She does. I have witnessed it.
Uh-oh. That one's hid. They got you.
Oh.
No, see? We have rules on that, young lady. Livewire Consultant with Tommy Walls. Give Tommy a call at 765-792-4012. You're right, though. It's not cold, though. I turned it down. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Give Mark a call at 765-342-4339. Christy Dunning says, hello, ladies.
She's also on.
Who's not on there? Is my audience going to, I put effing. Fudging, Angie. The Yard Barber. Give Andrew Payton a call at 765-318-4108. They're watching you now, Angie. You better be careful. Let's not forget our ladies at Hometown Nutrition, Martinsville, 765-315-0738. Protein shakes, iced coffee, boosted teas, and smoothies. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. And do not forget, Drink the Creek Cedar Creek kicks off again August 26th. The Wombleys and the Toby Keith Tribute Band. Cannot wait for that day. That's going to be fun. And always say something to our sponsors if you're using them as a business. They heard your name on Porch Time. That lets them know that. Faith, how you doing? All right. We have like board members from Senior Retreat Adult Day Services in studio. Like all board members. Except Angie. She's off-site cussing at us.
Yeah, well.
We still love her.
We love her.
Isn't she the best?
Yes.
She is the best. Susan, how you doing?
Doing really well.
Good. Nice to see you, ladies. See, you guys are getting all sorts of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are the owner, founder, and everything else of Senior Retreat Adult Day Services. Correct?
Yes.
And you made it grow since day one, and it's still going.
We're still going.
Did you ever get that? What was it? You were working on something years ago, and I don't know if you got it done. It was the you probably sold it. Daggone it.
Jukebox. It's still sitting there
unfixed.
Unfixed.
I've asked.
Yeah.
Countless. We need a jukebox repairman. And Kevin. Thanks, Faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terisa Messmer. She's one of your board members.
Yes.
Darcy Quakenbush. Another one of your board members.
Yes.
How we doing, ladies?
Good.
Good.
Doing well.
Jukebox. See, Kristen knew right off the bat. Do you want us to tell everybody a little bit about what you guys do first before we get into the treasure hunt? You want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Absolutely.
What all is involved, please?
Sure. So a senior retreat. We started Martinsville, our first location, a little over 4 years ago. 4.5.
You walk in there first time.
And we opened Franklin about 1.5 years ago. And we're on par to open Plainfield.
Really?
Potentially by the end of the year.
My goodness.
So the need is there. Adult day services is an awesome alternative to a lot of seniors that don't necessarily need nursing home care. They just need daytime peer engagement, socialization while their loved ones are at work or taking care of their own healthcare needs, or taking a nap. Who cares what their caregiver is doing as long as it's improving their quality of life to be a caregiver.
I like naps, though.
Yeah, me too. So we just really are that daytime, Monday through Friday, care partner for family caregivers and seniors to get them out of the recliners and socializing with new friends.
Did you ever foresee it growing like it has? Now you're in 3 communities, or going to your 3rd community. I know that's what your vision was, but you didn't think it would happen.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I don't take no very easily. So no, my business plan. So I just finished this Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program.
Did you?
So it was February through May, and I graduated in New York City. So part of that plan was that I had a business advisor, and we met every week, and we created a 5-year growth plan specific to my business. And so that 5-year growth plan says I'm on par to have 8 centers in rural South Central.
Fantastic.
So that's my goal.
So you're closing out on halfway. You got one more playing field. Do you have cities picked out yet, or no?
I have
Counties
picked out.
Okay.
Yeah, so most commonly would be in the county seat.
Okay. So I see now. Scattering around. Very nice.
The rural communities are just the underserved. There's not a lot of options.
Right.
And the only options would be to go to Indy or the next largest city.
How many facilities do what you do, though, around the state, though? There's not many, are there?
I believe the last count was about 32.
Yeah.
None of them do what she did.
Yeah.
Not one of them. Susan brought this business to life without a platform, without a template. She called me and said, because she and I had been in healthcare together but she is, yes, she
Angie.
is. Angie, yes, she is.
You're getting. Here, we'll do this. There. Comment unhidden.
We love Angie.
Thanks,
And
Angie.
Christy.
What's up, Nick?
Shelby County?
Yeah.
Shelby County, is that what you're asking? Yeah, he lives over that way.
Shelby County is a very underserved
Yes.
community.
Yes.
I used to work there with Home Instead. And it is on my radar. About 60 miles from Martinsville being my hub because I have such a large building here.
That's where you started.
It's where I started. It's where I live. So 60-mile radius, not including Marion County. So rural communities is my goal.
One of the differences between Susan's program and other programs is the intergenerational.
I'm sorry.
And I'm
but
not
Angie
going
just
to.
sent me a
I'm not
picture.
going to even ask because I'm sure that it's just incredibly funny.
They're sitting on the porch having a good time, it looks like.
I saw it.
Porch time.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
having porch time.
We love her. And Kim.
Yes.
And the whole group.
Yeah. But Susan has the intergenerational program. She has the children in the building as well.
Right,
And
you've
that
been doing
is
that.
an incredible combination. The ability for those kids to spend with those seniors is something that it brings those seniors so much joy. Children enjoy it, but the seniors come back to life. I mean, literally. When they come upstairs, there are photos online, some of those where some of these gentlemen were sitting, I would go in there and that's where my office is at. And I would go in there and see these gentlemen, they'd just be sitting there. And then the photos of when those kids would come in, night and day. You can't even express the difference in the shine in their eyes and the smile on their face. And they may have dementia, but they remember these kids.
It's crazy.
Do the family members of the
Friends,
they notice the difference?
oftentimes.
I was gonna say.
In a very short period of time, they'll see an improvement
Yeah.
of their loved one. It's just you're getting those brain synapses. They're firing,
They're
right?
just
They
not
have
sitting idle.
engagement. They're not sitting
Right.
idle and declining,
Now you know why I do this every day.
and it's great. I hesitate to say, know what you're going to do after retirement.
Right.
Keep yourself busy, keep your mind active.
Right.
Retirement is scary for a lot. You see a lot of folks decline after they lose their purpose day after day after day with retirement. So
Now I have to ask you this, and you've probably answered this 3 or 4 times on here. But did you come up with the idea, or was that already in place somewhere else with the interaction like that with the kids?
So working in senior care, I've seen articles or read articles and seen videos throughout the years. I've always tried to bring it into the place of work. If I was at a facility, try to bring that concept in. In corporate senior care, they don't grasp it. It's not what they do, right? Or it was, it's too much liability, too much risk. Oh, really? It's the right thing to do. So I'm incredibly grateful for Angela Gebauer, who runs the daycare, and Val that started it, before she moved to Florida.
Of course, she took off and left us with the warm weather. Now
whatever.
she's an international sensation, taking photos of Florida.
She does beautiful photos.
Doesn't she, though?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah. So, just bringing that concept and Angela continuing with that concept.
Right.
I just had a phone call yesterday from a family that wants their 2-year-old to be interactive.
That's
with
awesome.
And so I forwarded that to Angela and say, okay, here's another one. It's priceless. It really is.
It's a daycare in the basement.
In the lower level, there's a child daycare.
Folks. And then
correct.
During the day, you let the younger kids come up and engage with the friends.
Correct.
And that's where the magic starts.
Yes.
And if people have not seen that, they need to go there and see it, or have a love.
Yeah, or watch our Facebook page, right? Because we post those pictures too, and those kiddos and the relationships they make.
And that has to
really
warm your
good.
heart immensely.
It is.
It's incredible.
It is. To watch a fellow who's been with me for over 4 years.
Yeah.
One of my very first clients. A couple years ago, when Val had the program, he was very just quiet fella, very agreeable, do what any you ask him to do, but just you brought the little guys up and they'd play pretend, and he'd take that corn on the cob and pretend with them in this whole different voice, and I'm like, who is that guy? That's where it changed my whole perspective of that intergenerational piece, that it was so valuable. So Martinsville is the only one of the 3 that we have the intergenerational at this time. So we'll see where it goes.
Now, will you offer that, or will you work towards that on the other places you open up?
The room, Plainfield would accommodate it if the church that we're going to be a tenant inside Souls Harbor Church, right on 267. So they have the space in the classroom for it. It's not my forte. Seniors are more my forte. But if that's something the church would be open to, I'd love to bring the concept there. They definitely have the space. Franklin, just a little 1950 house, so it didn't really have the space for it. But yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And you ladies see it daily. I assume you guys go there. I know you go there daily. Your office is there.
My office is there, but I don't go there daily. But I follow her Facebook page, and I see the photos and everything. Susan and I, we've worked together so many years that it's easy to see what's going on at the facility and at the buildings, because I see it through her eyes and through her. I know when she calls me, she says, "Hey, I've got this going on." I know that either there's something going on that's happy or something going on that's not so happy, just by the tone of her voice, and we talk it through. So, and I can. It's just a blessing. Her business is a blessing. And so why I got involved with the board was to help raise money for those people that can't pay privately, because we have those people that are able to pay privately, and people that are able to qualify for a waiver service through Medicaid. But then we have those people that fall in the middle, that maybe make too much in their annuity or their retirement, but they don't make enough for these types of services, and their family can't afford to pay for it. But their family is being bombarded with the care that they need. And this is what this has always been when we were working at another company together. We did some of the same type of thing, but in the home. and I used to say that what we do is provide caregiver uh, peace of mind. You know that your grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, husband, wife, whatever, whoever it is being cared for, so that you can go on and not worry about getting those 15 phone calls. Where's the remote? I don't know. The smoke detector went off. Somebody's at the front door. I can't find I can't find the remote again. I can't find the whatever, because they're getting those constant calls from home, from somebody that is lost basically in their own home. Or they're getting calls from the neighbors that mom's walking down the sidewalk and has only got her underwear on.
Can't do that?
And that's only in Martinsville.
Yeah.
But
I need to change things up then.
So those, but we would get those calls, we need somebody to come and take care of mom because I can't take care of her anymore. Or the sandwich generation, the person that's taking care of their children and still raising their children and taking care of their family member at home. So what Susan provides is peace of mind, knowing that those people are, 1, engaged, 2, not sleeping in their chair all day long, so that when they go home, they don't sleep at night.
Right.
3, safe. 4, they med reminders, and 5, they've been fed. Yeah. And all of those things are very important. So those, what we're doing here is raising money for the that client that can't pay, but doesn't qualify for other services in other ways.
We were talking to board members and owners of Senior Retreat Adult Day Services right here in Martinsville, and two locations now. Franklin?
Yes.
And one coming in Plainfield soon, with more to come.
Yes.
So, before we get to your big treasure hunt you got coming up, age limit, how would I know if, we love you, Tange, if I had a senior that I wanted to put in your program? How would I go about that?
It's easy. We can either go online to aseniorretreat.com,
mm-hmm.
and you can schedule a tour right from the website, or you can just give us a call at 317-999-8145. Option 1 is Martinsville. Option 2 is Franklin. The directory will tell you. And we'll schedule a visit, and we always encourage visits so that I can dedicate my time to the tour rather than pulling a teammate away from the friends and the activities,
right,
and the focus from the friends. So that's why we request tours and visits to be scheduled.
Makes sense.
We're not hiding anything. They're having fun and they're having a great time, but I need my team to stay focused on the friends,
right,
for their safety, they're there all day.
Well, you got something big coming up.
Yes.
Darcy, what you got there?
We've got a Granny's Treasure Hunt coming on Saturday, September 2nd.
So this
Start time's 8 a.m.
Granny's first of all, who's Granny?
All 3 of us are grandmothers.
I wasn't gonna say it. You guys are too young to be grandmas.
That's why I'm a nanny.
There we go.
I'm a Mimi.
Granny's Treasure Hunt, Saturday, September 2nd, 8 a.m. start. This is a big old poster. I hope you guys will be able to see this on. Oh, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, why am I delayed on my phone? You can look on screen. Why am I delayed on my phone? Because I am delayed on my phone. All right, you guys are going to have to tell me all about this. I don't know which one of you is going to talk it up.
Teresa, how about it?
All right. This treasure hunt is because a couple of years ago, I did a treasure hunt with a group that was
Perfect. Right there.
a national treasure hunt. And it was,
Oh, Angie.
yes, Angie, it is.
That's a large poster. You could have just put large poster and we'd have been happy.
But it wouldn't be Angie.
No, I know.
We would know somebody stole her phone.
Right. Somebody's hijacked her phone.
Yeah. But a couple of years ago, I did this treasure hunt. It was a national treasure hunt, and it was so much fun. Traveled across the state, learned stuff about every county and actually traveled across 3 different states. Loved it. So I brought this to.
That's not me, right?
Oh, Angie, I don't believe you. But anyway, so I brought this idea to Susan, and it took a minute for it to sink in what I was talking about. If anybody's a ever been to an escape room and they give you these obscure clues, and that's how you find the next clue to get out of the escape room?
Sure.
This is kind of along that, but what it is I will be giving out a clue, or Susan will be giving out a clue at 8 a.m. that morning. It has to do with something in Morgan County. It's about Morgan County. So if you know your Morgan County history, and you are good at puzzles, you can do, I mean, it could be an anagram, a word scrabble. All of these can pertain. It can be just an obscure reference. It can be anything like that. This clue can be any of those.
Okay.
So it just is you have to use your brain. You have to know Morgan County, or be willing to research it, or be really lucky. The person that actually won this treasure hunt that I was involved in, it was in Kokomo. One day I was sitting 100 feet from it. I knew it was there. I just couldn't find it. It was in Colorado. Hopped on a plane, traveled out, picked it up, collected $400,000.
Oh.
So anyway,
Ours is 500. Ours is
ours is only
$500.
$500. But
I was gonna say, you don't throw numbers like that out there because somebody's gonna hear that and be like, "They're giving away $400,000."
Oh no, we are not giving away $400,000. We're giving away
Disclaimer.
$500.
You guys are giving away
Disclaimer.
$500 to the winning individual, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
Or individuals.
Correct.
How much is it a ticket?
$25 per household.
Okay.
So if you've got 5 people in your household, it's $25. If you've got 20 people in your household, it's $25.
Then everybody in your household can go on the hunt.
Correct.
Yes.
They're
Load them
under-
up in the car, the van, whatever,
They're
and
under
head
the
out.
umbrella.
Yep.
They can help
And
decipher it.
The first clue is going to be given away at 8 a.m. Saturday, September 2nd. Where's the first clue going to be given away? Is it going to be online, or are you going to be at your store or your business?
Be online.
It'll be online. So as they
From-
purchase tickets,
Okay.
they'll get invites to a private Facebook page.
Oh.
And I'll go live on that private Facebook page
Aw.
Oh,
starting at 8 a.m.
I know she's lying now because this is the face for radio, not television.
And
Isn't she sweet?
she is sweet.
Shit.
So a private Facebook page
Yep.
will go in there and you'll be like,
8 a.m., Susan.
"Do you want to play a game?"
And I'll read
Let's
the
make a deal.
clues. And on the opposite hour, like 9 o'clock, I'll come on and we'll eliminate a town, burb, whatever of
So
Morgan
start
County to
chopping it
kind of
down.
narrow it down for folks. Between 11 and 1, 11 and 2, we'll have a food truck, or food will be available for purchase at the center at 609 South Lincoln, so that folks can, come by, have lunch, and then refuel your brains, right?
Now I want to write this down because I will forget it.
Okay,
8 o'clock is the first clue,
correct.
and then at 9 o'clock you're gonna chop some down. What'd you say?
I'll eliminate a section. Somewhere in Morgan County, I'll eliminate. That's not where the winning ticket is.
Okay, and then at 11 o'clock, food
We're-
truck.
Food truck at the center for purchase. Folks that come inside
Okay.
and take a visit inside my center will all be entered, and we'll send a mass text message to those individuals, a secret. And yes,
I
Angie.
love her.
8 a.m.
Yeah,
First clue. Yes.
and they come inside.
So they come inside to tour. They'll register there with their cell phone number. We're going to do a mass text.
Oh, so this is how the next clues are going to be coming out.
We'll have a special clue for those that come to visit my center.
But it's not, and it has to be everybody already that's bought a ticket. It can't just be
Correct.
anybody coming in.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Members that have purchased the ticket, this is how you get your next clues from the afternoon
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're ideally that, it won't last all Labor Day weekend,
Right.
right? We want to try and narrow this down to,
Okay. So
Saturday.
Yeah.
You give me the clue at 8 o'clock, and by 8:30, I've figured out that clue.
You're a genius.
you're very smart.
what happens after I figure that clue out?
So if you find that winning ticket, you have to call the 999-8145, which I will answer. You'll have to give me the special code on the back
Okay.
so no one can fake anything,
Okay.
right?
And
And
then
if-
you'll give me the clue to the next one?
No,
Or is
you,
that it?
You've
found
got
it.
it. You just have to bring that winning ticket down to the center for to redeem.
One clue can lead you in the right direction, and as the clues goes on, it's not like to find a clue to get to clue to get to clue.
It's
to
not
get
a
to clue.
scavenger hunt. No,
It's not a
Yeah.
scavenger
no.
hunt. Correct.
It's
Okay.
all these clues will lead you to one spot,
Okay.
supposedly.
All right.
Which is why we left up that creative mind.
Yes, she's very creative.
These clues will be very tricky.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of you involved in this.
We've had 4 on the
4 of
committee.
us.
So who
But
knows
yes.
where it's at? Because I got
Just
some
the
cash
4
in
of
my
us.
pocket. We're gonna work a deal before the show's
Nope.
over.
Nope.
Nope. Our winner chicken
It's
dinner.
us 3 and Christy. That's it.
Yep.
8 a.m. And then they come inside after you've stuffed yourself, and
Take
you're
a
gonna
quick
get the
tour.
mass text. So the first half of the day is on Facebook, and the second half is going to be
Or just that clue.
the exact clue.
And then we'll continue on Facebook Live so everyone else, if they didn't swing by, because they didn't want to slow down,
Right.
they think they got it, but they're not going to get the special clue.
Oh,
If they don't swing by and take a
gotta
tour.
come by.
You got to come by and take a tour.
Gotta come by, and that's the reason why you're doing it.
Yes.
Right.
We'll
Raise
release
awareness.
that clue will be released at the same time to all the people that came in at 1:00. So between 11 and 1, if you come take a tour, you won't get it any earlier.
Nope.
You can take your time, come in, take a tour, and between 11 and 1, you'll sign up and take the tour, find out about the center, find out about the what she does there, and then after that, at 1:00, that text message will go out to everybody that has signed up during a visit. So if only 10 people sign up, only 10 get that.
Special clue.
10 people get an
Special
extra clue.
Great hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the first time she read the first clue, I'm sure she's built on it since, but the first clue that she read off, I was like, huh?
I was too.
My head went a few different places in the county.
Mm-hmm.
So there's likely to be a few false, like, darn, it's not here. Got to be at the other one, right? So we're trying
You're
to.
giving hints now.
No, I don't
No.
think
Got
so.
to be at the other one.
There's a lot of the same things in this county if you just think about where they're
Right.
at. So I think it'll be fun. I mean, I think it'll be
it'll be fun
really
also.
fun. And we figured, yeah, it's Labor Day weekend, but it's a long weekend. Not everybody owns a boat. Not everybody goes camping.
Right.
But you got a whole lot of kids to figure out what you're going to entertain them with for 3 days, right?
And there
Here's
will-
one day,
Fun
25
family
bucks.
adventure. There you go. 25
And there will be
bucks.
some tickets out there for door prices. If you go to the wrong spot, you may find a door price ticket.
Ah.
Yeah.
You get some hidden gems along the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Where do we go to take the tour? There you go. Good question, MC.
MC, the tour will be at my Martinsville location at 609 South Lincoln Street.
See, a good host would be typing that in there for you right now as we're talking. Oh,
But you have to go online for tickets through aseniorretreat.com/donate and donate the $25 through Venmo.
so it's all over Morgan County. Yes.
Yes, all
Yes.
over Morgan County. Only within the Morgan County limits. So this is a Morgan County treasure hunt.
Yes, Angie. Absolutely.
What?
You're kind of a.
You're kind of a good person, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
We're deciphering Angie code here.
Angie code. Yes.
You are.
She's the best.
And then we'll also, Angie will have tickets for sale at her office at Maine and Indiana in Mooresville.
Yes. I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
That's
Where all
okay.
can I purchase tickets? I know you've got the Venmo. You got come to your location.
Okay, so the other place that you can go to, any place that's got one of these posters
Yep.
because it has the QR code,
Yep.
and you can
Right
just
here.
use that to do the purchase tickets. Once you've put in your information, as long it is 6 days before the event, you put in your information as far as a mailing address, and we'll mail you your ticket. If it is past 6 days, you will have to either pick it up at Angie's office at 1 West Main Street in Mooresville, or you come to a senior retreat, and one of us can get your ticket for you.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Or worst case, 8 a.m. day of the
Yeah.
event. Make
Come
sure you
get your
come get
ticket.
your ticket. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you purchase a ticket with Venmo, make sure after you put in the dollar amount of the ticket price, when you go to the next page, make it private because we will need your email address. So
And a mailing
and
address.
a mailing address for your ticket. So once you hit the dollar amount and go to the next page on your Venmo, make sure you click on private and put in your email address and your address.
And this is all just, this is for fun, but it's also, you're doing it to raise awareness about your facility, correct?
Yes. So this is all going to our nonprofit, and it is to help with. We do free caregiving during all of our support groups, so we want to continue that, be able to continue that service. We want to be able to. We offer caregiver scholarships, so when caregivers are exhausted and they need a break, we offer scholarships for that, and then of course senior scholarships too, to be able to bridge that gap between Medicaid and getting the services. So, yeah.
You provide a service that was long overdue in this community and other communities.
Yeah.
And I honestly think if you had a 60,000 foot facility, you could fill that if the word got out. You know what I mean?
If the word got out, there's a key.
That's a key.
Yeah. Which is another reason why we're doing the fundraisers that help promote and hear and just, it's just me, out there marketing. So and I'm trying to delegate. I am really trying.
Does she have trouble letting go of that power? Is that what it is?
I'm not going to say anything. Just don't give her a red ink pen.
That's funny.
When the very first thing that I ever handed her when I was working for her in another place, and had her check, I swear it came back with smoke rolling off of it and red ink everywhere. It looked like a slaughterhouse. But
But it was so much better when she fixed it.
Right.
Yeah, it was because I had to completely redo
I always wanted
it
to be a school teacher.
with a red pen.
Red pen.
But you're basically doing that now at the other end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. I'm very humbled with what we get to do every day.
Yeah.
But as my team at these buildings, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're absolutely
Look at the people
fantastic.
you got working with you right
Yes,
here.
my board. I have some great people on my board. And I just
He knows.
Logan's
Logan
home.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan, come get her.
So I mean, I do have great people, that are surrounding me, supporting me, cheering me on, helping spread the word.
Right.
There's just a lot of people to share that information with, to make sure they know that the services are here.
Right.
Physicians don't refer to adult day. They don't even know it's a thing,
Right.
right? Not in Indiana.
Right.
So they say nursing home. They need 24-hour care. They need nursing home. Baloney. I'll challenge that. Bring them in. Let me see. Let me share with you my 30 years of experience in this industry, working with this population. Let's give them an option for not going to that facility first. There's other alternatives.
But you're bucking the trend. Cutting
I'm
into their
bucking a
money.
trend.
You're
I
cutting.
haven't done
into-
that all my life.
You're cutting into their money.
You don't tell Susan no.
You know what I mean?
She's blocked again.
You're cutting into their money.
I guess
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Yeah, it slows down that admission to a nursing facility. Oftentimes, yes.
But if
But
you
the
have
quality
this-
of
if you have-
life.
So much.
exactly.
better.
If you have noticeable results that have
Mhm.
changed the lives of these individuals,
Yes. And my staff ratio today is about 1 to 4. Ideally, it's 1 to 8, 1 to 6, 1 to 8. I'm staffed for growth. So we just need the community to know we're here as an option.
So, do you have any positions open right now?
So I am actively keeping my eyes and ears open for a community relations coordinator, part-time community relations, to help me out in Morgan County. I'm looking for a cook for Martinsville.
Always looking for grants program. Much rather Susan and yep.
Thanks, Faith.
Literally, if you don't
Appreciate
know
it.
Susan, you should.
Faith
And
is a
yes,
doll.
Faith,
Yeah.
the treasure hunt is all over Morgan County.
So the other is this is a great. I mean, it's $25, right? This $25 donation. We're gonna only selling 250 tickets, so I think this is a great opportunity for local businesses to be able to do a donation and gift the tickets to their employees to have something to do on a Labor Day
Well,
weekend.
you're calling them out, aren't you?
Why
That's
not?
Good.
Oh, we already
It's a
have.
I like it.
$25 team building opportunity.
Perfect.
We do have our first sponsor on this as well.
Yes.
Guess who it is?
Fathom Real
Porch
Estate.
time.
No, Natasha.
Oh, of
Brain
course.
chills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was our very first. We came up with the idea. I took it. I went down to get some dinner, talked to her
I told
for
you
5
at
minutes,
Gather
and
Round
she
to go
was
down
like,
and talk to her. Yeah.
and I went to and
Yep.
Brain chills
So
was our
thank
first
you very
one.
much.
Natasha's the best.
She
She
is.
is.
They help on everything we do every single time, and
Yeah. Her and Ken are just
Awesome.
yeah, great, fantastic people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Any
I think she's setting
businesses.
a record on blocked
Angie, you are
messages
such a
tonight.
cheerleader. I love
she
it.
is. She is. And I can picture Angie jumping up and down and texting. She's a doll. I love her. But
So
Lots of energy.
anyone is eligible for this, right?
anybody,
Well-
Even I can. You got to buy a ticket.
Not my employees, not my family, not the board's family.
Right,
All
right.
those.
Understand
Yeah, we
that.
don't get it.
If
as
you
long
purchase
as-
a ticket, yeah,
Yep.
and you're not affiliated with you in any way,
Correct.
shape, or form.
correct.
25 per household. Go search the money. Find the money.
That's right.
There's Logan.
That's your mommy. That's your mommy.
All right.
But
Yeah.
this is going to be a lot of fun. Like she said, we're only selling 25 tickets in these.
250.
Or 225.
Well,
250 tickets for
$250 for 25
$25.
tickets.
Yes, we're selling $250
Yeah.
for 25 tickets.
8 a.m. Saturday morning, September 2nd. Be on their Facebook page, and they will announce the first clue there, and we will go from there and we'll be off and running. And later in the day, she'll award me the $500 because I'm going to find it.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna hold you to that.
I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot. If I'm not working, I may be worried. That's Labor Day weekend?
Yes.
Saturday. Saturday morning.
Oh, it might be. It might be a conflict of interest though with me on that one. Maybe not Saturday morning. It wouldn't be.
Saturday afternoon, there's another event in town.
Yeah.
I just learned of that today. I don't know
Oh,
what
is
that
there
one
something else in town?
What's that one?
It's the Henry Lee
Uh-oh.
Summer and Mellencamp, Cougar, but that starts till 2.
What was the
Mhm.
other one?
Henry Lee Summer and Melon Cougar, and then Jenny DeVoe and Eliminator. It's a ZZ Top one.
Well, you'll just have to find it before 2.
2:00. What's the other? Are we-
Relay for Life.
Is that a?
I-
Really?
I was told today.
I never
They
hadn't
think
heard a word.
Me either.
Wow.
I
I
hadn't
think
So-
it's
either.
every year on Labor Day week. Maybe wrong, but
I've done it before. We actually
It's in the
stayed out there in a
afternoon.
teepee one year, but I don't remember it being. But, I mean, not saying it didn't.
I-
Let's go. Angie's the biggest cheerleader.
She is. Awesome.
$25 at a chance at $500. So I've got. I think what's off to really go for the gusto.
Yeah.
Gusto.
And
Yeah.
it'll be in a public place. We
Yeah.
don't want you on private property or anything.
Right.
So
Yeah, there's some rules on the tickets.
Yeah.
Clearly stated, no digging, no, no
No
littering.
private property. No.
no-
No knocking down
Yes.
walls and.
correct.
Correct.
This will require some walking. Not a great deal, but it will require some walking. It will require and she says that you can't win.
Why can't I?
Hi.
I gotta win.
Give her a sad face.
It's a challenge now.
You made him cry.
That sadness is not going to affect her.
No, no, not really.
She'll be like,
You
suck
made
it up,
him cry.
Buttercup.
Yeah. So, but no hunting before daylight, no hunting after dark. We follow the same rules as the DNR for hunting. There's no digging. So please, please, please do not bring shovels. Do not bring spades. Do not bring any kind of digging implements. Nobody wants their yard dug up. None of our parks need.
It's not going to be
digging
hidden like
holes.
that. It's going to be.
No, it is.
No.
It is above ground.
If you get to that point in time where you're that close, it's not going to be something where you have to dig and
No.
It is above ground.
crawl in somebody's attic or
No.
anything like
No.
that.
Not
Maybe the
private
next one
property.
we can do that.
Huh.
Then it'd be
Okay.
a safe house type of deal.
Well, the guys at Krypton Comics did offer to help hide the one that's
Interesting.
they want to help with it.
That would be fun. Eric and his group.
They're very, very
Creative.
creative. Yes.
Cool. All right.
So you plan on doing this again?
Oh, absolutely.
See how this
It's
one
so
goes.
fun. Yeah.
Next
So have-
year could be more money.
You're selling tickets already, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
We've selling tickets.
How many got left? You know,
All divvied them out, so I don't have
Okay.
know how many.
$25 to get you a ticket, a chance at a $500 payoff. Saturday, September 2nd, Granny's Treasure Hunt starts at 8 a.m. Go on their Facebook page and watch them drop the first hint. You can pay several ways. You can go there and pay. You can mail. You can do that QR code. And I'm like trying to back a boat up. It's limited time left there. You go. Challenge, Kev. If you win, you get it.
So
So
I
again,
got one. It's sitting right over there.
yeah, he does. It's right here.
I won that at the golf scramble 2 years ago, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was fun times with Kimmy and Angie. They followed me around the course, and I played the best round of golf of my life that day because I had not a worry, because they were supplying me with
Liquid
Cocktails.
courage.
liquid courage.
Yes,
Okay.
there you go.
So some of the
Liquidating
businesses
sauce.
that have these posters where you can use the
These
QR
posters are all around town in businesses,
yes,
correct?
and in Mooresville and in Martinsville, Los Reyes downtown. Let's see,
Gather around.
Gather Round Barbecue.
Sydney's. Face
Sydney's.
file. Both locations.
Brain chills.
I have not taken one to her.
Okay.
Krypton Comics has one. The Legion in town, the Elks in town, and the VFW in town, as well as the Legion up in Mooresville. Let's see.
Several of the
trying
banks
to-
have
yeah.
them. Several of the churches.
I
just
mean, once you
took
see
them
this
today.
poster, you'll know exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
You did great work on this. Who designed
Thanks. I kind of came up with a template, and then I had Sycamore Services do it.
it? Very nice. Very nice work.
Thanks. So yeah, those business owners out there,
Team
businesses
building.
can do a nice sponsor, right? Buy several tickets for their employees for that
It's a
Saturday
team building
morning.
exercise. You're exactly
Absolutely,
right.
team big, and it would be kind of fun to see what the results are and what they learn through that.
Angie
right?
should challenge all the real estate companies in town to do
There you
it.
go, Ange.
Yes.
Yeah. Can't challenge me, Angie. Sorry.
There's lots of real estate agencies from
Yep.
Martinsville to Mooresville.
Oh my goodness.
This
I
is
was-
for sure. Yes. Yes, we'd love to have their participation. And really, it all just goes to a great cause. You know, it's serving the seniors, the generation
She's on it.
Look at
that
that.
Atta girl.
brought us here, that created what we have,
Right.
right? And so, I don't know, I can get really passionate about this. So, you know, it's just,
Well,
But
this
think
is
about-
your moment to shine.
Yeah.
Fire away.
holy
Yeah.
smokes. I mean, it's the opportunity my programs provide, thanks to my team. My teams deliver this every day. They have new opportunities to make friends. When you reach your 70s, 80s, 90s, most of your friends are passing.
Right.
Your siblings are passing. There's very few opportunities to make friends.
The numbers are dwindling.
Right?
Yeah.
So, at the very least, that's what my program provides. that opportunity for new friendships. And they may dig in their heels on the first couple times, thinking they don't want to go because it's something new. They're not sure about it. But I will tell you, drag them along anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Because they will thrive. And you will see a new fueled passion or love that your parent, your loved one has. And they're going to, I mean, it just, and the family caregivers, if I could just stress what my programs provide for them. The space and my team take care of their friends, their loved ones. My program is really for the family caregivers so that they can take a break. Caregiving never gets easier than it is today. And if they have a loved one with dementia, it's the hardest thing they'll ever do. And the survival rate of family caregivers.
No, you do not, Robert.
Be friends with Kevin, no. The survival rate for family caregivers taking care of a loved one with dementia, not in their favor. Like 70% of the caregiver will pass before the client with dementia.
Really?
It's
Yes.
incredibly high. They have to take care of, I mean, it could be a 20-year diagnosis, right? You think about how your life changes in 10 to 20 years. And that's the lifespan of someone with dementia.
Never looked at it that way before.
So you're not taking care of yourself. You're not going to your own doctor's appointments.
you're
You're so
focused on them.
focused on the client, your
100%.
loved one,
Right.
and your health fails. And that's what we provide. We provide that opportunity for that caregiver to take care of themselves. The working family caregiver that's just finally hit their ideal, spot in their career. They're making the most money they've ever made. Their kids are gone, out of the nest, out of school. And now they're focused on their parents that are failing, having more challenges, taking them to doctor's appointments.
I have a question. Do you provide pickup or drop off?
In Morgan County.
Yeah.
Yep. We purchased that van during COVID.
I remember. That's why I brought it up.
Yep. And so we meet every single morning in Mooresville. We meet at the Waverly Library for those northern part of the county. So we meet families there, and then we drive them down to the center every day, and we bring them back every afternoon. So try to eliminate the barriers that families may have. They work in Indy, but their loved one is in Mooresville.
You have a heart of gold. You do. You're doing
Okay.
God's work, and it's amazing. And it has been since day one. When I saw you over there panicking on the steps on Lincoln Street, you just bought it. You had paint all over your face. I think you were cussing in 7 different languages. But
I only know one.
But you were.
But you were making up words.
Yeah. And I remember that day vividly. And you look what you've done, and look how far you've come, and look at the hearts touched since that day.
I looked in my roster.
Hmm.
I think I'm 5 clients shy of 100 clients since I opened.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. That's pretty humbling. But the families that we've served they're just
There you go.
amazing. Is that
Ask about what we do if families have interest. Can you tell us qualifiers for someone to communication? Part of Platinum.
qualifier?
So just please remember that these clients do not have to have dementia. It could be somebody that is staying at home by themselves all
Yep.
day and
Just
not
needs
having interaction.
Someone to go hang out with.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'll let her do the other qualifications, but sometimes I think people focus and think that it's just for people with dementia, but it could be
We
anybody
deal with
that
it
needs
all.
care.
I mean, we've got macular degeneration, we have aphasia, we have COPD, we have diabetics, we have post-stroke, right? Now they have this new apparatus they got to take with them everywhere, a walker or something, right? They've got a droops, or they have an impairment with the leg or physical impairment. We don't care. We're gonna love them anyway, right? And so I think that's what the qualifiers. My answer when someone comes is always yes. until we have to disqualify it because of one thing or another.
Right.
But very seldom is it a no.
Yeah.
Now, by saying that though, every single friend that comes through my program will graduate from my program. Okay. So at some point, their social and cognitive needs, their medical needs outweigh those.
Right.
And so that's where I then need to know where my trusted skilled nursing partners are, or home care partners, or hospice, so that I can share that information with the families.
Right.
So if their goal is to keep them at home, yeah, you can do it, but you got to have a really good plan. So let me help you with that. But if you don't have that really great plan, the alternative may be a facility, right, that has that skilled nursing component, has that medical professionals. We're more that social, cognitive, peer engagement activity. We do assistance, so very similar to assisted living.
Mm-hmm.
So if folks need assistance, we're there to provide that. But there does come a point at one point,
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always sad for me.
If you have somebody that you think might need care and you can get them inside the facility, contact Susan, bring them for the meal, because they eat family style. They serve at a large table. Everybody sits around, including the caregivers. They sit with the friends, and they make sure that everybody is eating, and these are home cooked meals. So when they are, a lot of times if somebody comes, I've seen a lady that came to Susan and had forgotten how to use utensils. They sat her across from another person who wasn't as advanced, and she started using utensils again. Yeah. She was not quite as effective as before, but she started using them. But if you bring these people in at mealtime so that you can go downstairs and speak with Susan and then take a tour of the facility and get to know her and get to know the program, by the time you come back up, your loved one has met everybody at the table and they have made new friends. And I don't care if they remember them tonight whenever they go home or meet new ones when they come back. They love the program. They feel comfortable. They feel welcome. They feel blessed to be there. And the caregivers and the other friends just turn it into they just fold them in.
Certainly a family atmosphere.
They do
Very much in it.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, you get
How
to
do you
love
get Darcy
them.
to stop talking, though? That's what I want to know.
How do you get Teresa to shut up?
I'm still a newbie. I'm learning all this
There you
still.
go.
So
She's always been a
But
champion
You're
of
vested,
us,
though.
though,
You can
yeah.
tell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're. That's the best.
Yeah.
So. And then you got Angie.
And then we've got Angie. The
Angie's
cheerleader.
our
and Christy
And Christy.
and others. So
Yeah. We have,
Well,
I have
got Lisa.
Lisa Blackman.
Yeah.
She's also on the board.
Yeah.
Lauren Davis, owner of Denali Title over in Johnson County, getting a little representation from Johnson. Trag Hopkins. So, yeah, that's it. So,
It's a good crew.
good crew.
You're doing God's work. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. A lot of fun. Hard work, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Saturday, September 2nd, 8 a.m. on their Facebook page. Get on there. Get your $25 ticket. Get the clue. Find the $500 at some point in time that day, unless I find it first. Then too bad. At some point in time that day, you're going to go and you're going to take a tour of the facility and get a look at what all they do, where the magic happens over there. So it's a great cause. It's going to be a fun event. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Of course.
Labor Day weekend.
Absolutely.
Look, she's just walking the line now,
Uh-huh.
isn't she? Wait a minute. How did she get the blue check?
she's verified.
You've got a blue check on your team.
She's verified.
Who's a blue? What?
Look
What's a
what
blue
it
check?
says.
Verified.
Confirm this profile is authentic. Now, everybody already knew Angie was authentic, right?
There's only one.
I
of
was
them.
going to say.
The world
I don't
can't take
have.
two of them.
I can't. You know
Because her posts are so consistent.
We're gonna share this event on the Twitch time page too.
what? Yes, ma'am. Let me see if I'm authentic.
I want to.
I'm kind of big time.
Yes,
you
yes, you
are.
One of the things to remember is that everybody that is coming, so businesses in town, take note of this. Take note of this in Mooresville and all the surrounding communities, because if a lot of these people come in from out of town, that could bring, let's say that each family has 5 people in it. That's 1,250 people
Right.
that could be coming to Morgan County that day,
Right.
eating at your business, shopping at your business, spending time
Prove
getting
that.
to know the community. So everybody is so. This is as much
She's a
for the
brat.
community as it is for the business. It's going to bring a lot of
Right. You're bringing new folks. Could be
yeah.
bringing new folks in the
Sure.
community and check out the businesses. And she's a brat. I see that, but that's all
Yes.
right. I'm gonna have to get that blue check mark. I'm gonna get a bigger blue check mark, Angie.
It's called verified. You have to be verified.
I know. I've seen it.
Oh, Kevin, honey, your accounts have had so much trouble. We can't verify you
Oh,
anymore. We
His-
don't.
They
His has
certainly
a
know who I
question
am.
mark.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
we don't
'cause
want to verify
For a
you.
6-month period, I sent them an email every day, and it was so friendly. While
I
I
bet
was
it was.
while I was blocked.
You
Yeah.
have a question mark.
Question mark or a 2?
Oh, I
think
thought it
it's
was a question mark.
Yeah, it's a 2.
Oh, okay. The 2 mean
I don't know. These new fandangle things they got.
number 2.
I'm not clicking it.
Please don't.
Yeah, I don't know what 2 would.
Just hover over it.
Yeah, I hovered and it.
Didn't say
I hovered
anything.
and I
Click
Yeah.
it.
didn't hear any splash. So
Very
anyway,
good. So,
ladies,
thank you.
you
Thank
are
you.
so welcome as always.
Thank
all
you.
3 of you, and your sidekicks online. You know,
You're an anniversary follower.
I'd hope.
It's just 2 anniversary followers.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says.
That's
All
hilarious.
these symbols.
So funny.
Huh.
But yeah, if you'll approve the I just shared the Granny's Treasure Hunt invite
Approve it to get
into
to the page.
Porch Time.
Let's head that way right now.
It's the actual
awesome.
event.
Let's go here.
And we do have a Facebook. We have an event, Granny's Treasure Hunt Facebook event page also with more
That's-
details.
That's what I did.
Oh, perfect.
I sent.
That's that.
Barcode on.
I believe so.
Yeah, I
believe
think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
It's on there now. It's up and running.
Woohoo.
Sweet.
All right. Please, 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 everybody share this with your friends. And if you go to Susan's page, go to a senior retreat, adult day services, and share it to as many people as you can, because this is something that we're hoping to build on and maybe replicate in other communities so that we can continue the fundraising. Have a lot of fun while we're
And there's
while we're
limited
providing
tickets.
care.
So if you're getting a
Yes.
ticket, let's get on it. $25.
Yep, you can buy them.
Less than that now because people are buying them.
You can buy them in person, $25. Fairway Mortgage. What is it? West
One
West
Main.
One
in
West
Mooresville.
Maine. It's kind of a tongue
It
twister.
is a
One
tongue
West
twister.
Main.
And then definitely online, and then you can pick them up at her spot or my office.
And
in
you can always get them
Martinsville.
day of if there's any left at that
Sure.
point in time. Thank you so much, those
Thank
of you
you.
online. And I'm losing power here. Thank you so much for you guys online engaging with us tonight. It always helps.
Thank you.
Susan, Teresa, and Darcy, thank you ladies so much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
you,
I
Kevin.
wish you nothing but luck on this, and I'm pretty sure I'll be involved in one way or another.
Be
Whether I'm
great.
going live chasing people around the county or involved trying to find the clue myself. So
Okay.
come on, Susan.
Well, I think that-
one West Main.
One West Main.
One West Main.
Yeah,
One nice
the way that Logan talked the other day, you better be buying tickets.
Oh, I know.
She's already on it. She's like, "Yep, you're gonna be buying tickets, right?"
Oh, I know. She heard that $500. She's like, we got to do that. So
Awesome.
anyway.